maintenance is on the lower side. Our problem right now is the high cost of high initial capital that you need to buy it, because the taxes are also on the very high on the engines. You're paying same.
Know that as well.
Yeah. You're paying same as second-hand vehicles.
Yeah.
All right. As much as they've been talk about it, nothing is happening. The other time, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Just don't say names.
Yes.
Okay. Some crazy tax collectors in this country.
Okay.
Zakaya?
Am I allowed to say that? No, that one. He doesn't know about it. Come on, he doesn't know about it. and
Yo.
I'm on his side sometimes.
Yeah.
So this tax collector decides, okay, this car, you are working with the manufacturers here. In fact, even some of these EV companies that want to invest in Kenya wanted to pull out. They wanted to go to another country to invest, do their CKD there. And because now this guy is telling me, we are working with the manufacturer. This is the contract we have with the manufacturer. We work directly with the manufacturer. So we are buying this car at cost. The manufacturer is not making any profit until we sell this car here in Kenya so that we can give him the money. Like, no. This is too cheap.
Really?
Now, this car, you have to get it for at least this much. You're like, come on. Like, I was online. I saw this car in another country because those people work with the manufacturer. Yeah. So they're trying to set a price for me.
Exactly.
So that neza patiana to the normal manainchi at a very high cost. It's crazy.
That's really terrible.
Our country is
unfortunate.
In a mess.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
How far apart is the markup? Let me call it a markup, because that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Get a profit out of what you guys are doing.
They're trying to add another, I think, $1 million on top of what.
That's ridiculous.
And remember, for us, we are not actually buying this vehicle directly from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
They're like, we need 50 vehicles in Kenya or 100 vehicles in Kenya. They're like, okay, take the vehicle, sell them in Kenya. After sold them,
send us
bring
some
the money. Yeah. How much does this cost? This every vehicle cost this much.
Yeah.
So we can either do a letter of credit, or because we work for the manufacturers.
Yeah.
We work for Neta. She's head of our marketing. Ask her. Our branding, whatever we do, comes directly from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
So when a crazy tax collector tells you that the price that you're being given by the manufacturer is less, you need to add some more. Why does this investor need to be in this country?
Exactly. Now you're wondering why guys are leaving, going to Tanzania and what?
They are leaving.
It's mad. Joseph, let me ask you, what are the latest trends? What do you foresee happening in the industry? What are the future trends? What's happening right now that's, hey, it's popping? If I can put it like that, yeah? What's new?
Let's go to an event. So there was Machakos TT. And in Machakos TT, the last edition, an electric vehicle beat an ICE vehicle on the drag race.
Nah.
And that caused a lot of chaos. That girl was like, no, we have to do it again. I wasn't ready. And fine, okay, let's go back to the line. Yeah. They went back to the line and zoop, again. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's caused a lot of conversations and buzz in a subsector of the industry that has forever labeled electric vehicles as bogus, as sinks, as microwaves.
You know those guys for Top Gear, yeah?
Yeah, I know. I have that clip from Jeremy.
It. Man, you get it. Jeremy was like, me, I'm out. I can't do it. I can't review electric
I can't review a car that doesn't make vroom, vroom, vroom noise.
The issue is this, it is science. For a combustion vehicle, there has to be a combustion for the vehicle to move.
Yeah.
But for electric, you step on it,
and it goes.
Yeah.
So it has instant
so
torque.
The peak on that vehicle, you cannot compare.
So I wasn't trying to kill you, Steph. I was just testing the car.
Blame it on the car.
Yeah, I was just driving.
So that's one of the first things that's actually causing a lot of buzz in petrol. Let's say petrol heads, because they've called themselves petrol heads forever. So now we're seeing a lot of them coming to us, asking questions. We've even gotten offers for guys to come and do reviews of the vehicle. Because they're trying to understand what is this thing that we've been putting on the sidelines for a long time.
Yeah.
And so this is a very, very good time for us, because if we can get even 10 petrol heads to fully convert to electric, that's it. We're home and dry.
Yeah, that's interesting.
When we talk about, guys are very curious about, the combustion, like you were mentioning about combustion and environmental friendly. Would you say that you guys are really helping, reduce carbon emissions?
Yes, we don't have an engine. the engine is a source of combustion in the vehicle. The engine is what causes the exhaust to remove the fumes, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have an engine, you have to combust the fuel, all right? So with the electric vehicle, there's no fuel at all. The only thing that is in the motor is the reducer oil. And the reducer oil, just the same way you change your oil on a regular, this one you change. So a normal vehicle, you'll change about 5,000 kilometers, right? For the EV, you'll change it for the first time at 5,000 kilometers because the car's been sitting, it was in the factory, etc. But after that, you get into a 20,000 kilometer cycle for that same oil. So if you, with your vehicle, remove your oil every 5,000 kilometers, I'll sit and chill until we both hit 20K. And then, right, in front of me, on the sides and behind. Oh my God, I was so happy.
Yeah.
Because they weren't making all those funny noises.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in a normal vehicle. If you're having 4 buses around you, regular buses,
Yeah.
how much exhaust would you be kunying?
That's
Even the
true.
fumes just
Yeah.
come through the window.
Exactly. Even you've closed the window, but they're like, no, we have to find our way in like a mosquito. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So at that point, I was like, this is peace, this is quiet, this is clean air, and these are matatus near me. I'm not even, surely.
Let me ask you something, Eric. You wanted to add on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many taxis do you think we have in Nairobi right now?
Taxis?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a lot.
Everyone and
100,000.
their neighbor.
We're talking about almost 50K
Okay. Okay.
that are operational.
Okay.
And then within CBD at every given moment.
All right.
Then we're talking about public transport like buses and matatus. How
Yeah.
many do we have?
Oh, those ones.
We're
man.
talking about 200K.
Okay.
200,000
Yes, in
That's a
Nairobi.
lot.
in Nairobi.
More than that.
You haven't counted Thika Road.
No.
That's crazy. I didn't know it's that high.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you see, these guys are buying vehicles like for public transport. They're buying vehicles like
Yeah.
every single day. And this is where we have a problem. If all those public vehicles can be transformed into electric, Nairobi will be different. Leave alone personal vehicles. Because I think, plus some few statistics, about 70% of vehicles in Kenya are public transport.
I agree.
Okay? They're public transport because, yes, that is the society we live in. So if the public sector, you see, if the government can concentrate on the public sector to go green, then Nairobi can, sometimes you just leave Nairobi, you go to Apa, kunaitwa Tigani ama kunaitwa, just leave
Tigoni.
Tigoni, right? Where people go and chill, park and chill there.
Yeah.
The weather, nini.
Okay, you can breathe, man.
Yeah.
You live here, you drive to Shags, Kisumu or wherever, Kakamega. On your way back, ukifika tu ile kuna kwanga na hizo pillars in the middle of the road, stress inaanza immediately.
Just you're like, what am I doing with my
The
life?
guys who are calling you different voices.
Yeah.
It's crazy in the city because the weather is bad. There's noise pollution. There's craziness. Pararira everywhere. So I love Pararira though, because Kenyan matatus are awesome. Imagine Kenyan matatus, Nyanga. Zinatanga
Nganya.
Nganya,
It's okay, Eric. It's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. Steph is
Uptown
also
living.
here.
You know?
I lived in Asia for quite some time.
Yeah,
Don't blame
okay,
me.
someone.
Come on. I can speak Japanese.
Shishia.
That is Chinese.
Okay.
You see, I lived in Asia for quite some time, so
Yeah.
some of these things are still new.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this. Imagine that mat, Ilenganya, right? With all the graffitis and all that, but it's electric. For the sound, you can put some small pararira and firimbi hapo chini. You can
mziki
still make
kidogo.
that.
But let me tell you, what
But-
Wanganya unajua, they said they want the soundtrack. Anataka kusikia exhaust, manze.
Kikuja.
We can record.
But let me ask you, there's something that you've
That you
said.
can record.
There's something that Eric has said, and he's talking about if the government could collaborate with the public sector.
Yeah.
Now, do you okay? Because one thing I know, the government wants to manipulate us through the fuel prices and all this. They want to have an upper hand through stuff like gas, LPG, oil. So, hey, do you think they'll really accept? And do you guys feel like some little bit of pressure with the government trying to lower the sales of electric cars or penetration of the cars into the country? Like, do you feel some pressure, or it's just biashara? As long as the vehicle is there, they're all imported. Because I kind of feel they'll try and bring some friction just to ensure you don't sell as many cars, so we can still sell fuel.
I don't think fuel has anything to do with it, because actually as a country we are spending $500 million per month on fuel. So electric vehicles will actually ease on the pressure on the government. Depending on how much Kenya Power can get when it comes to electricity and all that, because they have actually given incentives. EPRA and Kenya Power decided